Hello there, I'm Ultra Hill, and welcome to some Europa Universalis 4 patch 1.25 Rule Britannia. It's a brand new immersion pack for EU4, which means a brand new EU4 series starting on this channel. Now, there have been a lot of changes to the game with regards to missions. That comes in the patch, but Rule Britannia itself adds a lot of flavor and detail to this beautiful area, my lovely home country. Now, I know lots of people are also going to be doing this, but I'm going to be playing England and forming Great Britain. But I have a bit of a plan to play it a bit differently. Instead of just playing the normal conquer everything game, I'm going to be doing just the missions and try to follow only the missions in terms of what I'm actually going to do. And I'll show you what that means in just a moment. We're going to go into Iron Man mode so I can get those spicy achievements. And we're going to call this, I don't know, UK missions? Why not? Yeah. That sounds like a good name. Enjoy the clacking of my keyboard. So the new mission system adds a great number of details to the actual game. It means that each country has an actual firm direction they can take. Previously, missions were things that you could take, and then, like, they'd give you something, and then, you know, like, you go over there and you do it, and they'd be like, oh, here's some prestige. A bit lame. In EU3, it was even worse. But now, missions are actually clearly laid out, and once you meet the parameters of them, you get the things that give you for the next mission. For example, you get this mission, and it then gives you claims on a large region that when you conquer those claims, you then get the next mission. So, we're going to be starting as England in 1444, obviously, and we have the lovely historical information, which is really cool. I actually haven't read this since this actually came in. Oh my god. 100 Years' War, Charles VII in Paris. The Treaty of Tours in May, English, Lancasters, French fellow families have seemingly traded territory for peace. Oh my goodness. England is in a precarious situation. Oh no. Henry VI has grown up to assume the crown and actually rule the kingdom. However, he's unwilling to rule. Oh, he just doesn't really like it. And also we have Ireland. There's also a brand new religion. We have Anglican, which we can utilize once we finally get to Reformation in the mid-1500s. That's going to be really cool to do. We can embrace the Anglican faith, giving a unique set of religious actions. I'm really excited to try that. We can have lovely consorts, which we can mill around. Okay, so first of all, let's look at our situation. England has actually been changed a little bit. There is actually a separation between Cambridge and Oxford now. Look at that. We have Cambridge. Holy crap. What are the changes? Hampshire looks pretty similar. York has been broken. We have Scarborough and Hull. Parsley, Sage, Rollups, Mary, and Time. And up here in the Highlands, we have a slightly separated provinces of Inverness and Sutherland. Perth as well, which is cool. And Ireland, oh my god, look at Ireland. There are so many new provinces for Ireland. Amazing. France has also been changed a little bit. Let's see if we can find some of the change. This looks honestly quite similar. Doesn't really look that different. However, there has been a lot more development put in. Paris, for example, is 23 development. A couple of territories in here have been divided. These are independent. As here, isn't it? No, Gelder. Oversticht, yeah, that's broken away. There's a couple more in this region that are just a bit bigger. So, of course, at the start, we have the War of the Roses, which is going to fire very shortly. So we're going to need to prepare for that. We'll set our rivals. Who doesn't like us? France obviously hates us. Spain actually loves us. That's fantastic. Or Castile, rather. And Aragon and Portugal. Good stuff. So we'll set our rivals to be the French, of course. The Scottish are not the best fans of us. We're going to rival the Scottish. Because screw you, Scotland. And then we also have Burgundy and Aragon. How does Burgundy... They don't like us either. Okay, so Burgundy it is. Burgundy it is. Okay. Alongside that, we have our initial choice. It's actually been a while since I played through a full game of EU4. So we have some seats. We actually have too few seats in Parliament. Let's just see if there's any other seats I want to grab. So we obviously have Kent. We want to try and pick something that has high development. So maybe something like York. Can't add Pale, actually, because it's only a territory. Anything that's actually got some decent... So, Norfolk's pretty good. It's got a decent development. Essex is good. Let's get Norfolk. Give a seat in Parliament. Give some production efficiency, tax modifier, manpower, and sailors. So, you do want to pick something that actually does give you some good benefits. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Coal. Coal is one of the newest resources added to the game. It's a late game resource. It's actually something called latent. And what that means is it available at a later date. So, once we have... One of the following must be true. Development of at least 20, or innovativeness at least 20, and then you have to have enlightenment. So enlightenment, when is enlightenment? Just take a look, see. Yeah, all the way over there, 1700. But once we get it, oh baby, coal is crazy good. It has a current price of 10. That's literally 3.5 times the price of iron. That's really, really awesome. So I think that's... How many coals do we have, actually? Now, here's a thought. Is it... When I go trade goods, is it going to give me... Is it going to give me the coal as well? Or is it... How is it going to differentiate between coal and not... No. Oh, no, it is. Nope, that's... No, it's not this port. Okay, so we have to actually click on the provinces themselves to see if there's going to be coal. I almost said clay. So we have some in Derby. So late game, there's actually quite a lot of delicious stuff for us Brits. A little bit more glamour. We got about 3 of the 50 that are in the world. Ayrshire has some as well, or Ayrshire. Ireland, I assume, has some coal, considering coal is something that Ireland did have in this, not in this time period, but maybe not. Okay, that's a bit odd. Is there any in Norman England? There is not. However, there is the delightful glass, which is beautiful. Okay, so let's actually try and get into this. Let's give Essex the seat. Boom. And grant a seat in Parliament. 7 leads to the English monarchy. Fantastic. No debate in Parliament. So we have the 7 seats. We can now do some debates. I'm going to explore this a little bit. So we can get fort maintenance and defense, advisor cost, sailor, blah, 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 culture question. I don't really want any of these. Possibly land maintenance modifier would be quite decent. It's not really for us just yet, though, at the moment. Non-new features, we can also select a naval doctrine. These naval doctrines are things that are... Well, they will cost a certain amount of money based on the number of sailors we have. This will cost 245 to currently change. Do we have a selected... No, we don't actually have one. But it costs too much. So we can reduce maintenance modifier by 15%, increase galley combat ability, increase ship trade power, capture enemy ship chance, or, this is only for British people, wooden wall, a world rapid chain to seize reign of crucial importance to our nation, both as a means to secure our dominance and as the first line defense. Our wooden wall shall prevail. Naval combat bonus off owned coast. So if I own the coast and I fight in it, I get a 1 combat boost, which is really high. But I'm not rich enough to do that just yet, so that's fine. And also we have some professionalism. We are, of course, going to suffer from the civil war that's going to fire very shortly. So let's straight away start building a pile of units. Let's get rid of all this army maintenance crap. And let's chuck in a few extra units. We can actually go up a little bit. We have a lot of cavalry. Way too much cavalry. We're going to go up to our force limit real quick, which is going to, of course, drain our manpower very heavily. But that's okay. Now let's take a look at the mission system. Oh, this lovely flag and things. This is the mission system, and what it does is it showcases all the ways that we can move our nation. We can do all of them. There are no choices. First, for example, we can go to levy the troops. If we have a total army size of at least 100% of the force limit and a manpower level of at least 60, I will be able to gain a permanent claim on all of Ireland, all of Scotland, and the subjugation case especially on Scotland. Which is a bit mad, really. That's a really huge bonus. And then, if I've managed to conquer Scotland, it then gives me cost of advisors with rulers' culture and promote culture cost, which is really good. That's actually if I own it or... Oh, non-tributary... Okay, that's cool. It's a vassal. That's cool, so I can take that. And I get 350 admin power. Then, if I've conquered Ireland, I will gain local goods produce modifier, 15 years. Maritime Empire requires that I have more ports than 40 and a big fleet. And I get a big claim on Jadal Tariq, which is essentially Gibraltar. It's just there. And I also get a very nice Admiral Guy Howard. Then I get take Gibraltar and I get some bonuses for Navy. Then I can increase my reach. I have to own... so that actually gives me claims on the Balearis and the Western Mediterranean's island area, which is like these guys, isn't it? Yeah. If I get that, I get a permanent claim on Malta, Crete, Cyprus, and the Delta regions. Basically, all of these beautiful islands. And then with that, I get Mediterranean Authority, giving me a claim on the Sicily area. How cool is that? And then if I've done that and this one, I can get Siege Alexandria to get Alsawaris and get all of this. And then from there, if I get all of the area within Egypt, the northern Egypt, I get a whole claim on the reach of southern Egypt. Which so basically allows me to expand massively. I'm just going to try and expand primarily using the missions. Alongside that, we have the War of the Roses. Once this is over, we get legitimacy and aggressive expansion impact. State religion, which we can do once the Age of Discovery is fired. We can get an English Empire, and that allows us to get Alexandria. And the 100 Years' War, once we're at war with France and we've returned Maine to France in the surrender of Maine event, we are almost certainly... Yeah, if one of the following must be true, we have to return Maine. I'm probably going to do that so I don't have to deal with France in an early war. Don't really want to have to deal with it. But it does give me a permanent claim on the entire Ile-de-France area. Let's actually change this from colonial to areas so we can showcase exactly where that is. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. There we go. So this is the entire Ile-de-France area, so I actually get claims on every single one of those. Oh, you know what? Does it actually give it to me? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. And then so complete a mission in France capital. One of the following must be true, either controlled by England or is a subject or allied with England. So if I either own France, have taken Paris, or they're allied with me, I get a force union casus belli on France, and I get a permanent claim on the Britannia area. So this means I can actually destroy and annihilate Brittany and force Paris, or force the rest of France, to be my union. Because then I can go, if I've conquered Brittany, I then get a massive claim on the rest of Paris, on France even. I'd rather just have them as a union partner, though. Then we have the Angevin Kingdom, if I own all of... Oh, look at this. It also highlights exactly what I need, which is awesome. Look what it shows you, what you need. And it gives me permanent claims on the Picardy, Burgundy, and Champagne region, and that allows me to seize Burgundy. Once I have that, I get unrest and local corporation costs, making it a lot easier. And subjugate France. Once we've done that, we're awesome! Woo! Once I've done that, I actually get manpower, currency, and harsh treatment cost. There's also things for discovering India, discovering the Americas, and monopolizing the Channel, renovating Oxbridge, we have universities, and that's actually it. But it is very cool. I think there's a lot of really nice features here. I think I am just going to surrender Maine to France and try and deal with the ramifications thereof, and just try and build up my economy a little bit. I'd really rather save this for the inevitable death that's going to occur. We have unrest reduction and yearly prestige. We also have discipline. Let's grab that. Don't care about diplo. Let's do unrest reduction. Oh, a little bit of lag there. Let's leave our transport ships behind and mothball them. And we have 6 heavy ships. Let's mothball the heavy ships. I don't really want to have to deal with them. And then we'll just go protect trade in the English Channel. So this actually gives us a loss of 1 for some reason. Who knows why? I'll still do it, because I think it's going to change over time. There we are. And we do have some national decisions available to pass the Advancement of Religion Act, giving us missionary strength. No, pass. Okay. The problem is we do have no debate in Parliament, which means we do gain yearly corruption. An oral marriage offer from Portugal, which I will happily accept. An alliance offer from Leinster. We start to deal with a variety of small areas in Ireland, but I have no desire to deal with that. I'll probably just fight them on my own. My army is more than strong enough to deal with that. That'll be fine. So we could do a debate, I suppose. I'll stop being so pissed off. Development cost, tech cost, maintenance modifier, land attrition. Let's do advisor cost reduction. Final expansion of bureaucracy. There's a 64% chance to win. 3 of the seats are currently backing us, giving us a 64% chance of winning the debate, and there's a 0% chance for it to end. Continues for at least 4 years, after which it has a 10% chance of ending each month. We have a decent amount. We can ignore corruption and gain corruption, grant army commissions to get Oxford on our side, bribe an MP and lose money, or military support from Cambridge and lose 8 mil power. While considering my military tradition currently totals bubkiss. Oh no, it doesn't. It's 5. Oh no. And they've gone with Unida Jagalian, making Lithuania a junior partner. To be expected. What the hell's the... Wait. Where's... Oh, it's down here. I was like, wait, where's Parliament? So we're going to grant army commissions and do that, which gives us an 85% chance to win, which is more than sufficient for me. This is going to fire the War of the Roses event very shortly, because ruling dynasty is not York, stability less than 1. I don't really care. It's going to happen. And they are going to take Maine back, and there's not really much I can do about that. That's fine. I have no concerns there. Scotland's actually declared war on Ulster. That's interesting. Fascinating. We have military request from Thomond. Pass. Lots of military requests. We can still select a naval... I want to save my money, please. Aquitaine is no longer the seat of the Cardinal. Ah, no, my Cardinals. No. Ah, the Cardinal died. He started influence stations on Savoy. Okay. Oh, and here it is, some of the first events. Okay. Recruitment out of necessity. Oh no, this is just treason. Recruitment out of necessity is something that has to be somewhat decentralized affair. This is unfortunate. Lose army professionalism and also lose manpower, or gain professionalism, get unrest. I'll happily gain their professionalism, please. Thank you. Let's get all these troops over in London. And we're going to at least train some of these guys. We'll give them one of our generals, Richard Plantagenet, and start training him. This is going to cause our money to not be as great. Can I support all this army? I can, yes. There we go. So I'm assuming it'll come up with a notification when if I'm able to complete a mission. I would presume. Yeah, I have to have manpower level of at least 60%. It's going to take quite a while to do. There we go. That's going to hurt my income a considerable amount, but it's going to increase my professionalism. Getting professionalism is a very good idea because of 1% yearly gain, and also generals are a great idea too. And there's the surrender of Maine. In exchange for the Treaty of Tours, the kind of thing has promised to France. In practice, has still not come to pass. Knowing this governor wants to be remembered as the one to surrender Maine, in London, prominent nobles are claiming that our negotiator, William de la Pole, had no mandate to make this concession in the first place. French emissaries have repeatedly tried to remind us this ever since the signing, and Charles VII has finally taken matters in his own hand and shown up at the walls of Le Mans, demanding the city to surrender. Unless we surrender Maine to the French, we are very likely looking at hasty resumption of hostilities. So we concede it and get a truce, and lose prestige and stability. I don't think I can handle a war with the French right now. Most likely that will be a bad thing for me. I'd like to do this quite peaceably, personally, so I'm happy to lose Maine just for this. It does kill our stability pretty heavily. Means we can make some states. We have now finished the 100 Years' War, which gains a permanent claim. You complete the mission, 100 Years' War, giving us a permanent claim. Okay, both sides are aware there's unlikely the last decide what to honor. Now we can get strategic control. As soon as we own Paris, we are then able to get a claim on Brittany and a force unit in casus belli. This gives us permanent claims on this area. So I mean, no reason not to just grab every one of these provinces. Ideally these two first, and then see if we can take and force a union on the rest of them. We can force some states, but we'll save that for later. We do have some demands from the clergy demanding more control of provinces, so we will have to give them something useful. So this is fine. We'll give them this. There you go, buddy. I actually just realized I have not... What? They expect at least 15? Christ, what a jerk. Ah, we'll give them monopoly charters for the boroughs, and I will also... I will actually get some... Yeah, I'll get some diplomatic support. And from the clergy, I will seek support, and then I will demand administrative support. And I'll make a generous donation. Yeah, I'll make a generous donation first. Then, if we recruit and conquist, if we send an emissary to the Pope, we do actually gain 10 influence there, which should allow us to have... Yep, there we go. Once we get over 50%, we get to demand administrative support, which gives us more power. Boom. Very good. So we do need to give more to the clergy, unfortunately. Christ. It was salty. Come on. There we are. Does give them a lot of influence, but we're okay. We're going to wait for the War of the Roses that's going to fire soon. It's rather inevitable. So this should be now increasing much faster. Actually, it's not. Just stability less than 1. But when the War of the Roses fires anyway, it should give us a crap ton of it anyway. Cardinal across the border. We have a chance to do something that an emotion without seeming to have done anything. Ah, nice. We'll take a chance to never find out, lose money and gain corruption. Aquitaine comes the seat of a new cardinal. Beautiful. This gives us an extra card, or gives us 1 cardinal, which is brilliant. And I'm going to try and increase that and try and become the next papal controller, because currently we have 100% chance. Okay. I can't believe I forgot to do my my things. Ah, while drilling, he's improved his fire. Excellent. That's good. It's always a good idea to drill at the start because of the general gain. So we do actually gain claims in all of the Irish area anyway, as soon as we get to 60% manpower. This is fine. We'll just wait. The uncontested cause losing prestige. Oh. A lot of things happening. I'm used to being able to play Hearts of Iron and being able to right-click on a country. Ah, Salt Crisis, no. And being able to see what they're working on, and I can't now. I'm so used to doing that. Okay, so when's it going to fire? There's not really a chance we're going to get that because of the whole infertile thing. I'm fine with it firing, honestly. Why do we have Diplo focus? No, go away. I will take trade efficiency, however. Boom. It'll help us out a little bit. We are rooting out corruption a little bit, which is good. Oh boy, here we go dying again. So we do have we are up to our full force limit, which is good. We should be able to deal with the large number of troops, and Brittany has unfortunately started conquering people. Not very nice. Not very nice at all. Oh, France is conquering it. Brittany. Well, I can't wait to be able to do things through our missions and slowly grab up power. We're also going to play a relatively colonial game and start to colonize America. Do it somewhat historical, but then also grab as many islands as possible. That's the goal here. And then we'll try and snowball that into a further control of the Western European world. I will give them military access. There you go, buddy. Come on, you bastard. Fire already. 1st of January, 1448 is going to be the start of the War of the Roses. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing it. My manpower is not great. I think it would be a good idea if maybe we start to assign something with any grain provinces. No, I could just click it and find out. Do I not have any? I do have. I have Sussex. Cool. We will give. Oh, I can't actually give it to the nobility for some reason. That's odd. Why can't I give that to the nobility? The trio wants to become allies. I would probably prefer to be an ally with Castile. Thank you. And Austria will also accept an alliance. This gives us very strong, firm allies on the continent. Royal marriage from Castile. Boom. Yes, please. This will stop anyone trying to nick our stuff, which is great. Now we just gotta wait. That's going to be the end of the first episode, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed seeing the mission system and seeing the start of this lovely new game as England. Do be sure to leave a like and a comment on this video. Let me know what you think of the series, what you're looking forward to. And also say in the comments below if you watched the whole video, because I can give you a like and be like, I like you a lot. Thanks so much. Do also check out Patreon if you want to support me monetarily to help me make this my job, I guess is the way you would describe things. And I will see you guys in the next episode. I was Aldrin, I'll continue to be, and this has been some EU4 Rule Britannia. Bye-bye.